party over there. Oh, I should be looking for a ransom dude. I didn't notice one in there, but... Oh, Gongzu Thera is apparently a... Wait, let me... Well, let's go ahead and go to the marketplace, or the tavern. Excuse me. Deshavi. Lezalit. We should talk to him. I think we've talked to Deshavi. No, we haven't. Okay, let's talk to her. My apologies. I was merely going to say that you look a bit down on your luck. My luck? You could say that. It was my bad luck to be born to a weak father who married me off to a drunken layabout who beat me. It was my bad luck when I ran away from my husband to be taken by a group of bandits. I feel like I've read this. I don't know. It was my bad luck. I've definitely read this a million times before, so... It was my bad luck that the only one among them who was kind to me, who taught me to hunt and to fight, inspired the jealousy of the others, who knifed him and forced me to run away again. But I do not count myself unlucky, stranger, no more than any other woman of Calradia, this fetid backwater, this dung heap among the nations, populated by apes and jackals. Effington is probably a little incensed by that, but he understands that there are people who live in Calradia who suck. Such as the Serenids. I don't know if Deshabi is a Serenid. She might be a Karagid. He's not a big fan of the Karagids either, but... That's probably the response that he would give, though. Going for it. Sorry, guys. I know that you guys probably want me to recruit as many companions as possible. There's a couple of issues with that, of course. From a gameplay standpoint, some of your companions, as we've seen, don't get along with each other, but the other thing, too, is that Effington is Effington, and I'm not a hardcore role player through this, but I want it to be... I want to add that element to it to make it a little bit more enjoyable. Let's talk to Tass and Leslit. Yes, what is it you wish? To pass the time of day with a fellow traveler, if you permit. Very well, I do not mind. My name is Leslit. I'm the second son of the Count of Goroya, of whom you have no doubt heard. Having no inheritance of my own, I came here to seek my fortune in Calradia, training men in the art of battle. Unfortunately, the lord here in Suno has no taste for the disciplinary methods needed to turn rabble into soldiers. He's hitting the high notes here. He's an elitist prick. He's militarily oriented. He's from somewhere that Effington hasn't heard of, so that's impressive. I told him that it was wiser to flog them now than to bury them later, but he would not listen, and I was told to take my services elsewhere. So, if you know of any commander who believes that his purpose is to win battles rather than pamper his soldiers, yes, I would be pleased if you had directed me to him. I might be able to use you in my company. I would be pleased to ride with you, at least for a little while, for a pay and a share of any loot. I am a skilled swordsman, and I can also instruct your men in fighting, but I warn you that I do not care to fight for a leader who is lax in discipline with his men, for in the long run they will not respect a soft hand. Well, I use lotion, so I don't know what to tell you. Effington is like frothing at the mouth to get this guy on the team, pretty much. Even though Effington is certainly lax in discipline. I will hire you, though. One last thing. I would ask for an initial bounty of 400 dinars before I join your command. It's my principle never to enter someone's service without receiving the payment I deserve. Good man. Like a hooker. Good. Give me a few moments to prepare and I'll be ready to move. Alright, that was a good pickup there. Do we have any... do we have a ransom broker? Nope. Alright, Suno. Let's go to Tyr. Have we been to Tyr? We haven't been on a tear to Tyr. Over there. Room. Maybe we'll run into some Sea Raiders. Those are kind of fun. Early in the game, they are not fun. And they are part of the reason why I do not like axes being thrown. Because they throw a lot of axes. Wow. I'm gonna avoid that guy. He doesn't look very nice. There we go. Yeah, there's some Sea Raiders around. There's smaller parties. There's a tournament. I'm not gonna participate right now. I don't feel like it. That's just the God's honest truth. A Schildjungfer. A Ritterbruder. Anybody up here? Yeah, I think... Oh, that's Ramun. Now, Ramun is a... I think he will buy your prisoners, but he will pay you a flat fee of 50 for each of them. So it's not really prudent to sell them to him, as I recall. Let's go ahead and talk to him. Yeah. Now, he is, I think, kind of a leftover from the original game, Mountain Blade. Because I remember back when I bought it in 2007, when it was technically an alpha, I don't remember if he was initially in it, but he was around later on, and he was the first way of selling prisoners, and you know, I'm assuming that this is an homage or something. 50, 50, 50, yep. Those are terrible prices. It's just not worth it. We can get twice as much, so. Can we get these Sea Raiders? Probably not. Oh, probably can, actually. Good, good. Defensive pact between the Nords and the Serenid Sultanate. It's now just a trade agreement. Whoop-de-flip-and-do. Alright. There we go. Oh, come on. You'll notice that we were getting a little bit more experience. I will drink from your skull. That sounds messy. Okay, let's just take the field. For reasons that we've already established. Let's go... Just right here is fine. Archers... And they have no cavalry or anything like that. Let's wait a minute here. Infantry is advancing and my cavalry go further and actually just charge. And now we charge. Ah! This is going much better. I think I'm getting the hang of this. I'm not doing exactly what Steve told me to do, but he's inspired me to be a better player, and that's what counts. Jesus. Okay, so we took no casualties there. That's fantastic. And we are... No! Crap! That's fine. Now we're gonna... Yeah, I was gonna say, we're gonna get a bunch of really good equipment out of this, because they usually have... Like, this guy's getting the Hogkesha. So he's gonna use Auto-Tune and Yodel from now on. Marnid, great to have you aboard. Hopefully you don't drink piss from a glass on national television. Isn't that what she was gonna do? I honestly don't remember. Now, this is the, this is my companion's crew. Or, my companion's inventory. Wow! Hey, look! We have gained a level. I'm gonna put my last point in charisma, and then everything else is either going into agility or intelligence, I think. Effington still has an intelligence of 9. Alright. Fine. Yes. Brilliant. Okay. I'm very disappointed that I got in a hurry there and clicked the wrong thing. But what can be done? Oh good. Somebody's car alarm is going off. There's a lot of car theft in the area of Hrus Castle, apparently. God. I really need to look into better engineering the sound for these Let's Play videos. Like I said, I do live on a busy street, so there you go. I was hoping to find another party of sea raiders, but in the meantime, why don't we head to Sargoth? There's a sea raider landing. Just the same as a lair, basically. One thing about those is that they actually spawn, I think, bandits, which is good. It's healthy. We need them. We need them for monies. Speaking of which, we're a little bit low, but once we sell off these prisoners, I think it'll help. Ah, Marnid! Marnid's a Nord! I love him even more now. We're approaching Sargoth. That's where I was headed when the Kergits got me. Tell me more. People say that the Nords are a bunch of... Well, that doesn't mean he's a Nord. He was just going there. People say that the Nords are a bunch of bloodthirsty barbarians, but they have a good head for trade, if you ask me. They make the people up and down the coast grow flax, which they weave into linen. It can't compete with gel-colorless silks and velvets as a luxury fabric, but it makes good summertime wear, and if you can use it for the sale, and you can use it for the sales of ships. More importantly, linen was one of the few goods that someone else in Calradia wasn't already making. I had loaded up on saffron, cinnamon, cloves, pepper, and other spices on a chest full of dinars. I estimated that I could buy linens, furs, velvet, iron, and wool, and the extra horses to carry them back, and I'd still make a profit. I just hadn't figured in the Kergits, who apparently don't care for others cutting in on their monopoly. Oh, well. Poor decision there, sir. Alright. Ransom Broker, I am so excited to see you. But let's talk to the Wandering Troubadour so that I can learn a poem. I can teach you the poem An Argument in the Garden. It is a comic poem which satirizes the conventions of courtly love. A lover steals into a garden in Veluca and plies her with lots of witty lines to persuade his lover to submit to his embraces. She shoots down all of his advances, one by one. Then when he is downcast, she takes him in her arms and tells him that she wanted him all along, except on her terms, not his. Except on her terms, not his. A lady with a sense of humor may find it amusing, but others might feel that they are the ones who are being mocked. I don't want to learn it, but I have to learn it in order to get it out of the way. Very well, repeat after me. All the silks of Veluca, all the furs of Kudan, would buy you not the briefest kiss. What I bestow for love and the sake of my own happiness, but brought you a gift? Let us see. Or should I tell my father how you came to see me? Okay, that's dumb. Oh, and I got an achievement for that, and I have to waste time learning. I apparently am a romantic warrior. Alright, let's go to the tavern and see if he has another one. But actually, let's quickly sell off these dudes. See? 80. 130. You know, it's not worth it. I can just go ahead and sell them. Okay. Oh, well, a waste of time. We did make a little bit of money off of our prisoners. A lot of money, actually. Okay. Sargoth is a seaport. We haven't talked a lot about ships. There's obviously some towns that are along the ocean here. And those towns, you can you can buy a boat and sail to them. And sailing is very quick. On the other hand, sailing is very expensive, as I recall. It costs a lot of money to buy a boat. So we're not gonna. But I'm gonna go back into Sargoth. Did I see if there was anybody else that was actually of interest to talk to? Like how Ferentis is always like my wingman in the bar. Who's that? Matheld. A lady. Hello. What do you want? Merely to pass the time of day, ma'am, if you're not otherwise engaged. Ah, well, if you must know, I shall tell you. I am from an old family in the northern lands, the daughter of a Thane, and also wife to one. I fought by my husband's side, his partner both in war and in peace, but my husband died of the plague when I was still childless. My husband had decreed that I should inherit his lands in the absence of an heir. My brother-in-law, cursed be his name, said that it was not our custom that women should inherit a thaindom. That was nonsense, but his gold bought the loyalties of enough of my husband's faithless servants for him to install himself in my hall. So I fled, something I was raised never to do, and something I hope never to do again. When I have enough gold to raise an army, I shall go back and take what is mine. Well, she sounds like she's a Nord, so that instantly impresses Effington. He's not real familiar with Nord customs. I'm sure he wouldn't really approve of this as a particular custom. Well, yeah, women should not rule. Go back home and tend to your hearth. But I bet he already has a thing for her because she's blonde like him. He's that much of a narcissist, I guess. Let's see where this goes. I can offer opportunities to make money. He'll cautiously proceed here. In part because, again, he's probably got a little bit of a crush on her. Can you? I shall accept your... He gets a crush on pretty much every female character he runs into. Let's be honest, folks. I shall be pleased to fight in your shield wall, but I warn you, if you ask me to gather the firewood or cook a meal, you will not like the consequences. She's got some pizzazz. All right. No fear, ma'am. You're the widow and the daughter of a thane, and you'll be treated as such. You're going to be treated like shit. Then I will fight your enemies for you, but first I want a bounty of 500 dinars. If you are a worthy captain who can lead his company to riches and plunder, you should have no trouble paying. I cannot afford to follow a pauper. Yeah. I'm not sure how she's going to work out in our little company here. Let's take a look at her. She's at the very bottom. We actually need to move Lezelit up so that he gets into more combat. Same with her. You can see we now can have 95 troops with us. Once we increase our fame and things like that, that'll increase even more. Let's talk about your equipment. Can you wield something not terrible? That's actually not a horrible sword. Yeah! You can have my grosser messer. We have upgrades. Gridman. You can see that that's very perilous for our finances. Oh, I should have upgraded him. Well, that's okay. I was going to upgrade him to an archer, but that's okay. Well, we can upgrade them to archers. They can be markswomen. Huskarl? A Stenninger woman or a Hospitaller woman? I don't like hospitals, but there you go. A Skjaldsveit, yes. Oh, we get a siege illustriary. That's good. We lost one of those earlier. And you get to be one of those. And I'll upgrade Ymira later. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. So, I'm going to do a little bit more traveling. This has been an okay episode. I mean, we haven't gotten into a whole lot of combat. It hasn't been all that exciting, but this has been one of my more productive episodes, honestly, in terms of, like, learning things. And we get to go back to Jelkula here in a little bit and make some money. How about them apples? Yeah, we're kind of just killing time, honestly. Man, there's a lot of people defecting to the Kergits, and oh my, they have a large empire. We're sort of petite over here. Well, nothing for it. The Doge doesn't want to go to war, so... Wow, that's a lot of dudes. Oh, it's that same party. Okay. We'll leave them be for the time being. Maybe we'll go and learn some poetry. Oh, here's Lezelit. Do you see that fortress up there on the spur over the valley? Ismerala? I spent a winter there some years back, trying to train the Lord's men. Tell me more. I say trying because, in my opinion, Vaegirs don't take well to discipline. Finest archers you ever saw, and good riders, too. But they have no stomach for fighting in ranks. Their skills serve them well enough against Kergits and Nords, but particularly when they can hide behind walls. But Saronids can match them arrow for arrow, and I've seen Swadian knights cut through Vaegirs like a knife through butter. I want to eat a slab of butter right now. Now a Rodok spear wall is designed to stop a Swadian charge in its tracks, and usually does. If anyone were ever to unify this land of ours, I'd sign up to serve them. That's a thought. Free of charge. I'd put together an army of Rodok spears with Nord footmen on the flanks and Vaegir archers in the front. Take along some Kergit scouts to find and fix the enemy, and some Swadian lancers and Saranid Mamelukes to finish them off. I'd take that army over the mountains and make the whole world kneel to Kalradia. Of course, that's what the emperors thought, and in the end the tribes took away their empire. Interesting thought. Let's go to Kira. Kira. Maybe we'll run into some tundra bandits or something. Alright. A swab ritter? I haven't rid... Ah, yes! He was in our party again, or before, that's right. It's good to see you alive, Captain. I got captured, but later managed to escape. Just get over here, you big, goofy man. Give me a hug. Artem. My god, it is good to see you. Let's actually upgrade him. Because I betcha... Oh, we can't talk to him yet. His eyes freak me out. Okay, so... Oh, we can't upgrade his engineering skills yet. Oh, man, but his trade is 3. I didn't know that either. God, he's an all-around badass. I love him. But I would like to increase his intelligence because I want to get his engineering up to 5. This is great. The way that party skills work, by the way, that your skill in a given area is just equal to the value here. But then your party can add half of their points to it. And I don't know if it's based on who has the highest or if it's just collectively lumped together and split in half and then that's added. We could take a look, actually, at the party screen. So that would be something that would be worth doing here in a moment. Somebody else has tracking. Cleffy, I think. I will give you points in... inventory management. I think he might actually have the highest in that, so let's go with that. Actually, never mind. Okay, so... That's not what I was expecting. Ah, okay. No, it's based on who has the highest. Because I have tactics of 2, he has tactics of 3. That adds 1 point to our party's tactical ability. So, you know... Maybe I might keep him around and keep him as my tactician. Alright, well that was a worthwhile visit. I do declare. Let's ride around into the tundra a little bit. Might be worth buying some food. Let's check out Slut here and buy some food if we can. You cannot eat wool. We've established this. Karindi? Fine dried meat. Yes. I don't need fine meat necessarily, but... Oh, God. I'm on the other side of the world, hun. So, your ass is just gonna have to wait. Let's go to the tavern. Check things out. Ransom broker, a nurse. Not gonna make the same joke I did before. Let's go up the stairs. I don't think that there's really any... The thing about companions is that you do eventually get to the point where you're done. So, I think we might be almost there. It also will get to the point that if you recruit too many, they will be pissed at each other constantly. So you have to be mindful of that. Well, how about we just kind of jog over to our neck of the woods? Check out Dirham. It's under the control of the Kergits. Swanian tracker, huh? Well, I do like killing Swadians. Track this! Show up... Well, they show up as being on horseback because there's a lot of them. That's not indicative of their actual mountedness. I really would prefer not to fight these guys in the forest, but I will. Actually, I won't. Let's see if we can drive them into the plains here. Ah, yes! You know what, I'm almost tempted to leave these guys. I'm not going to, though. I'm going to take care of business here, and then we will ride to war. That is such joyous news. I'm going to kill these guys, and then we will exact our revenge or something against the Saranids. Why are you running from the deserters? We are the Free Brothers. We will fight only ourselves from now on. I could recruit them, but that's not a good idea. Okay. Infantry charge. 2. Movement orders. Follow this. Just get over here. Yeah. Where are they at? Oh, some of my companions are still classified as infantry. That was something Steve actually mentioned. So Ferentis and Ymira just got their asses handed to them. But we will make amends for that. This is probably not the best idea. Taking prisoners willy-nilly. Ooh. It's like a frickin' Gallagher show. Alright, well, that could have gone a little bit better, but those were fairly high-quality troops, so... It does remind me, though, I do definitely need to improve on the management there. Let's see. Oh, it's just some bullshit here. Oh, well, go for it. Oh, that's our other stuff from before. Okay. We are conveniently located near our own fief. We do have prisoners in tow, but we are about to go to war with the Saranids, and I will steer us that direction, but I think it's about time for me to stop things. I know I'm really bad about the cliffhanger bullshit, but there you go. I love that film, incidentally. Sylvester Stallone is a good movie. So anyways, I'm gonna kind of check things out over here next episode. You know, kind of invade a little bit, maybe. We'll see. Actually, tell you what. We'll spice things up. It's gonna be extra spicy. So spicy, it's inedible. Okay, that's not the kind of spice I was looking for, but I want to see how many men there are in this castle. 80. We have 81. 73 that are fit. I better run away real quick. That's the thing about this game, is once you, like, once you pop, you just can't stop. It's like the Pringles of video games. Alright, enough of that. We have this Serenid group hot at our heels. But I'd like to... I don't know. We'll see. With Artem in our party, we might be able to quickly put together a siege and actually take this castle. I don't think it'll be that easy. But, in any event, we'll just see what the next episode holds, won't we, dear viewer? Yes. Well, this has been Effing Controller playing Floris. I hope to see you guys again real soon.